Hey guys, it's me, Dave. It is 10/8, 2020, so I thought I'd do a little video. It's after 10 o'clock. It's been, as far as targeting goes, I've been getting hit on and off pretty much all day. They woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I've pretty much been up. I did try getting back to sleep after I fed Tanner and stuff, and just wasn't, like I said before 1,000 times, it wasn't happening. They weren't letting it happen. Remote neural manipulation the whole time. Same old story every single day. This is what they do every single day. They used to take breaks. They used to let me sleep, a few hours. And, they would hit you and hit you and hit you all week. I've been hit for the last week, and, usually they would give me a break and let me sleep at night, or let me sleep in the morning or something. They don't do it. They as time moves on, they get more abusive, by the hour. I mean, they get more abusive by the hour. They push the limits. They push the limits every single day. How much can he take? What is he going to do? Is he going to contact people for help? Is he going to contact the police? We're going to push him, and we're going to push him, and push until we see who he's going to contact. This is the name of the game. They do this, and they want to see how you're going to react to the situation. It's that's what they do. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. It's kind of been horse crap today. Other than that, I want to talk about something. I mentioned this a while back, and people talk about this a while back and stuff. It's nothing recent or anything. Okay, so we have, there's real targets out there that think that we have a bogus investigation going on. I hear targets all the time thinking, they're driving in their car and they see a police officer or a sheriff or someone, and they're and they think that, oh my God, I can't believe, this sheriff is just, he's there, and I'm being hit with weapons, and, he's not doing anything about it, can't do anything about it, and all this stuff. He thinks I'm a person of interest, okay? Get that out of your head. Get that out of your head, you guys. That's a psyop. That's a rumor by the perps, okay? You sound paranoid when you talk like that, okay? I'll tell you why in a second. Okay, so, so there's all kinds of targets out there thinking, oh my God, they think I'm a drug dealer, I'm a pedophile, I don't know, I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, blah. They think I'm a person of interest and all this stuff, okay? And, they really don't think that about you. That is a psyop, you guys. A psyop. Remember, this program is built on psyops. There's levels of psyops. Okay? Levels of psyops. It's psychological warfare, you guys. Okay? So they don't really think that. They're not really saying bad things about us. They want you to think that, okay? Like I said before, if they thought you were a pedophile, why would they have people stalking you with kids? Does that make any sense? Does that make sense? Even when I was getting V2K, they're like, we know you're not a pedophile. Why would we have kids around with their parents? All right, so get that out of your head. It's a psyop. You're being taken over. They're changing, they're rewiring your brain. And that's part of it. That they, you sound paranoid, delusional. Okay? And I say that because I've experienced it firsthand. When I got down, when the police officer came and got me, I dealt with him before. He knows I'm in the program and all this stuff. He knows I'm being tortured and all this stuff. He knows somewhat what's going on, okay? He did a safety check on me, and then a couple months later, I got hit super hard with pain. I had to call the police. He came and got me. the 911 operator knew what was going on, and she's like, well, how about if we just have a police officer come and get you? I'm like, that's fine, take me to the hospital. So it was that guy. So I had interactions with him a few times during my program. I mean, he was like, I'm going to come back and check on you, make sure you're okay and all this stuff. And, I mean, we built a little relationship throughout this program a little bit. I mean, I knew him, he knew me, he knew I was being hurt and all this stuff. Okay, so I'll tell you, when he brought me to the psych ward the third time, the last time, I asked him, because I heard all these TIs telling me all this crap. It's all BS. It's all bullshit. I mean, you got TIs out there saying, I'm a person of interest. They think I'm a drug dealer. They think I'm a rapist. They think, oh my God, there's 2 dossiers. They give 1 dossier to the police, and that's all a psyop. It's all a psyop, you guys. They want you to think that. I mean, you have to wake up. That's a psyop. Change your thinking. They don't think that. They're not saying that about you. If they were telling people you were a child molester, you'd probably have a bunch of guys out there waiting to kick your ass. That's the way I feel about child molesters. They need their ass beat. If they said that about you, your neighbors would be out there kicking your ass right now. You know what I mean? I mean, they're not saying that. They want you to think that it's a psyop, okay? I'm not getting upset. I'm sorry if I sound that way. Okay, so I was riding down there with the cop, and I mentioned to him, I'm like, oh yeah, these people, they call me a pedophile, they call me this, or they call me that, because I'm hearing it online, and this was the beginning of my program, and I was believing it. And the cop is like, no, nobody's saying anything. What are you talking about? He's like, what are you talking about? Nobody's saying anything about you. What are you talking about? So this is a psyop, you guys. It's a psyop. They want you to think all these bad things they're saying about you and all this stuff, and all this stuff, it's part of it is acting, you guys. They get the neighbors involved, and they teach them how to act, and they, they say part of skits and all this stuff. What I mean, if I was a person of interest, oh my God, I'm this big criminal, stuff. Why is a neighbor saying part of a skit? That doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense, So this is all a big, huge psyop. It's like a matrix. You're stuck in the matrix of this program. Stop believing all these people that are saying all this nonsense. They're taking over. They're gullible. They're naive. I mean, do you really think they think you're a drug dealer? Really? Do you really? If you really think that, I hate to say it, but you're delusional. You really are delusional. They're causing you to be delusional. If you think they're sneaking in your apartment and poisoning your food, and you're taking your food with you when you go out and all this stuff, that's, I hate to say it, and I'm not trying to be mean, but that's delusional. They're making you delusional because they're not really doing that. They're not really doing that. So they can make you feel these things with these weapons. They can make you feel delusional. And stuff. So I just want to say that, because there's too many people out there saying, well, if I go out and they think I'm a person of interest. No, they don't. They don't. They're not told anything about you. Oh yeah, this guy's a person of interest. Let's take the family and follow him around. because he's dangerous. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? So if you go to Walmart and you have a family, wife and kids, a man, you got the husband, the wife, and the kids stalking you, gang stalking you at Walmart. Does it make sense would you take your kids around someone dangerous? Does that make sense? It doesn't make any sense. Come on, people. Have some common sense. You gotta have some common sense here, I mean, come on. So I just want to make that point because I hear so much of that. Oh my gosh. It's like, oh my God. Do you really believe they think you're a person of interest? No, they know what's going on. They know a little bit what's going on. They're told somewhat. You got the cops. They know a little bit what's going on. Anyway, I don't know how to get through to people anymore. They're not listening to me. They don't. There's these some people are so stubborn out there that they follow the leader. I mean, it's like they. It's like you have to be a person of authority. I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, it's like they'll take your advice if you're a person of authority, but they won't take your advice from the average person. You know what I mean? I mean, like these bone conduction headphones. I made a video on bone conduction headphones over a year ago, and I barely got any views. Right? So, one of the leaders was talking about the bone conduction headphones, and then all of a sudden everyone's talking about the bone conduction headphones because they're all like robots. They can't think for themselves, so I mean, they gotta follow the leader. Come on, you guys, don't be like that. It's just I don't know. So anyway, I just want to do a little video. There's so many psyops in this program. Don't believe everything. It's smoke and mirrors. Stop believing, everything you hear other TIs talk about. They're not. Oh, they don't think you're a person of interest. They don't think you're a drug dealer. They don't have to justify this surveillance. They're having lowlifes do surveillance. They don't have to justify it. They're the government. You think they have to justify this to anybody? No, they don't have to answer to anybody. They don't have to justify anything. We're the most powerful nation on the planet. You think they have to justify this to anybody? No, they don't. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. I hope you guys are doing well out there, and I will talk to you later. Tomorrow's Friday, and stuff, and we're having a nice day up here, so I'm gonna go out and do something tomorrow. It's supposed to be in the mid 70s and stuff, so I'm taking Tanner on. I'm gonna try to enjoy myself and all this stuff. So anyway, I'm think positive, you guys. Stop listening to all these people that they're stuck in the matrix. They really are. They're stuck in the psyop. I hate to say it, but they sound delusional. Really, they really do. And if you tell people that, if you told a police officer that I'm being watched and they think I'm a drug dealer, and the cop's gonna go, what are you talking about? Are you doing something bad? What are you doing? Why would you think like that? Do you want to go down to the psych ward and get checked out? Come on, you guys. You gotta learn how this program works. I mean, some people have been in the program for 7, 8, 10 years and they have no idea what's going on. None. And they're out there giving advice, which is scary. So anyway, I'm going to cut this off. Hope you guys are doing well. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.